it's Kylie from Scout Leroy Marketing. Today we're going to be going over how to add a free mortgage calculator to your KW IDX site. The first thing you're going to want to do is make sure that you have Command open. And once you have Command open, we're going to go to the left down to Sites. And once the page pulls up, you'll see it's automatically defaulting to landing pages. We're just going to go to the right and click on the Agent Site Pages tab. Once that's open, we're going to want to create a brand new page for this. And you'll come all the way to the right to create a new site. And you'll want to do it on my agent site. So we'll create the page. And in the top left, we're going to start by just renaming the page. And we're just going to call it Mortgage Calculator. Now, once that has been done, you're going to want to come to the bottom right to where it says Layout Blocks. The first thing we need to do is make sure that the calculator is going to be centered on the page. So you're going to want to add the 1/3 section layout. And you'll see it here. You just click and drag to the center of the page. Now at first, it may not look like anything, but if you do hover over the top, you'll see you'll have the center, the left, and the right. This is going to come in handy in just a second here. So next we'll have to add the text box. Text boxes can be found under Content Blocks on the right. And then we'll click and we'll drag. And you'll see once you bring it to the top, it has that middle block. If you go to the left, you'll see the other blocks that we just added. Like I said, we'll want to make sure it's in the center. So once you see insert your text here, we're ready to actually get the calculator now. So in another tab, you're going to want to go to mortgagecalculator.org. Now once you're there, you'll see this black bar at the top with all these different options. You'll come all the way to the right to Widgets. And it's important to note that there's two types of calculators here. There's a smaller calculator that's pretty straightforward. That's the sidebar calculator. That's actually the one right here in the right under the example. Or you have the option of using the full page calculator, which is what we're going to use today. And if you scroll down, you'll be able to see what that calculator looks like. So once you decide which one you'd want to use, you'll see here under step 2, it says copy your source code. And that's exactly what we're going to need to do. And on the right, you'll see in light gray here, it says copy to clipboard. If you click on that, it'll pop up and say copied. And I'll do it again real quick. Copied. Perfect. So once you have that copied, we're going to go back to Command. And you're going to want to double click in that text box. Now, as you can see, it only highlighted one of the words. And so you can either backspace it all, or as a shortcut, if you click on your keyboard, Control and A at the same time, it'll highlight all of it. So once you have that erased, you'll want to paste it or type Control V on your keyboard, and you'll see the source code appear. And now the calculator will not appear until we click out of that. So once you see that it has successfully loaded there, we're going to come over to the side. And I like to add dividers, so I'll click, I'll drag to the bottom. Oops. And finally, we'll just need to add a widget to the page. So you'll come back up to the top here and click on Widgets. I always recommend adding a contact form just so then your presence is on each page. And after they use the calculator, they can then get a hold of you right away. So we're going to click and drag the contact form down to the bottom. You'll see that green line popped up down there. Well, maybe. Let's see here. There we go. So once you add the Contact Us form, you'll come over to the bottom right and click on Configure Widgets. Configuring the widget will just allow you to edit this message in the center if you would like. It does go away once the client starts typing. And just make sure that you have the correct phone number on file here. So I'll come up here, click on Contact. It all looks pretty good. So we'll click on Save and Apply. And lastly, we'll come up to the top and click on Save Changes. Would you like to publish this as an agent site? Yes. Now once that's been done, we just have to actually add it to the site now. So we'll come up to the top right, click on Agent Site Settings. We'll come down to Pages, and we're going to want to add a page on the left here. So you'll first need to give it a title. We're going to call it Free Mortgage Calculator. And then it'll ask you for a URL slug. We'll call this Mortgage Calculator. You'll want to note that you cannot use a space in the slug. That is why I used a hyphen. And also just note that if you for some reason have another mortgage calculator on the site already, you cannot use the same slug twice. So you just have to change it to something else. But in this case, we don't have a mortgage calculator yet, so that will work fine. You're able to add your SEO description, and then you'll want to select your page. We'll come to the bottom to our recently created mortgage calculator. Continue, and you'll want to save changes. Once your changes have been saved, we can come back up here to Agent Site Pages, and we can click on our site. And we'll come up here to our menu, where you'll see your free mortgage calculator. And it may take a second to pop up, but here it is. So now that mortgage calculator is on your site, and you also have your Contact Us form here. If you do have any questions on getting the calculator on there, you can reach out to us at support@scottleroymarketing.com. We'll be able to get you all taken care of, and you all have a great day.